Jaime, why are y'all out here today?
Well, we're protesting the presence of Governor Perry, who revived one of the most racist, anti-people, anti-immigrant laws in the state of Texas, SB9. He's copycatting Arizona, Louisiana, and Georgia. It seems that politicians nowadays go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning to see how they can destroy the fabric of the immigrant families and people who look or sound foreign in this country.
The history of the United States is built on immigration. People from all over the world come to get established and raise their families here in the United States. When the Europeans first came with African slaves, we indigenous people here didn't ask them for any papers. When the border was placed, we didn't cross the border crossed us. It was military aggression against our people, it was racism, and we're here to stand against that. We want to say that immigration reform should be the right to organize, the right to speak out when you have concerns at work, living wages, housing, transportation, the necessities that you need to maintain a family. It's not fair for the U.S. government to separate families when they've been here for many generations.
We're tired of families being divided. We're tired of children, American-born children, and their parents being deported, and they stay without families, and they're fired from their jobs after working 5-10 years, and nobody wants to hire them. They're starving them out, gradually, little by little. I don't want history to repeat itself like it did in Germany during World War II, when the Jews were scapegoated. They came for them, nobody spoke out, we're speaking out.
But we are Americans. We were here 100 years before they arrived, and many years before then, when we were not considered Mexican. We were just Indians. So what I'm saying is that this land belonged to us long before it belonged to them. So we're not the foreigners, they are. They are the ones who came and took our lands.
When you talk about SB9 and Rick Perry's presence here, that's the face of racism. We feel as social justice organizations that are pro-migrant, pro-human rights, pro-workers, pro-students, we cannot have any type of presence of him here because this is our hometown and we're here to defend it.
The more you see, we don't want them into the hotel. They've already been warned about criminal trespass. Of course, they're tempting. Of course, they follow you all. So if y'all can kind of stay here, that would help us quite a bit. Maybe they'll come over here.
SB9 is very problematic. The state of Texas already has are defaulting with $9 billion shortfall. And by passing SB9, business people need to know, the people that are in the state of Texas representatives, that if this law passes from the House, it's going to cost $8 billion more. $8 billion to train police officers to become agents for the INS. It will cost a lot of racial profiling, more jails and crowding in the jails, more prisons built. 400,000 people have been deported in this country. It's going to be costing the school districts, the school superintendents to report people who look or sound foreign. And if they don't follow that mandate, they will be defunded by the budget that they have.
Well, what I would like to tell Perry is that we cannot afford to elect him as president if he runs for president, because his actions in Texas have been very much anti-Mexican. And when they're anti-Mexicans, they're anti-Americans, because Mexicans and Americans have a lot in common. And when he makes out bills makes Mexicans suspicious, they'll make us suspicious because we look just like the ones from Mexico. They'll come and ask us for our papers. They'll question us if we try to go to college. They'll question us if we try to get a job. All of that because we look like our brothers in Mexico or our brothers in Honduras.
since some of us are Mexicans, people are being rude to us, and we just want to put that down. We do not need to go to jail for no of those papers. Either you're a citizen or not. We need to put that down. That's why we're doing it. And plus, everybody that's here thinks the law is not fair. Or get arrested if they're not from here, if they're from Mexico and they're Mexican. And some of us are Mexicans.
You guys know who Rick Perry is?
Yeah, he's our governor. Yeah, governor.
You guys know he's inside the building, right?
Yeah. We need to go in there and tell him what. We need to tell him that we have rights. Okay,
SB9 is already divided our state of Texas. As you can see here, many organizations carrying the American flag. I think that people want to come here seeking the American dream. And Governor Perry wants to run for president and stepping on the backs of hard-working immigrant people who live in the state. They don't have the slightest idea of our culture and the conscience of our community and the body. I believe that if they would go out to the fields and work like Cesar Chavez did, never forgot the forgotten people, they would be more conscious of what we're saying. Those of us that have been in the trenches like me for 44 years, I marched with Cesar. I marched with Reverend Abernathy. I marched for labor, for justice, and human rights and civil rights. And our country, we got to take it back. They just don't get it.
Thank you very much, Jaime.